What's up, fellas? How are we doing? Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap. I believe this is number 174. This is an important one because it marks the final week of PokeMMO Official Shiny Wars, the first ever event acknowledged by the devs, created by the staff, by the community managers to celebrate shiny hunting within PokeMMO. And it's been an honor. It's been a blast. It's been a grind. It's been a very grueling, very tough event. Many rich players went from being a billionaire to maybe not. A lot of players spent a lot of money just working as hard as they could, spending 100 hours a week playing PokeMMO, grinding, shiny hunting, and it's all resulted to this, okay? It's all coming down to this. Which team will be crowned the best shiny hunting team within PokeMMO? Who will win those shiny, sparkling Charizard wings that will be limited only to those who actually won the first ever PokeMMO Shiny War? Welcome, fellas. Welcome back to another week. Welcome back to another exciting time. It's an exciting time to be a PokeMMO player, to be a PokeMMO fan. It's an honor to have you all. I have some eggs to hatch today, about 2.5 boxes or so. And then as you can see, I have plenty of boxes to make. Do you see all this? All these dittos, all these things I prepped? Look at this. Look at all this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is all in preparation. I'll probably do all of these today, obviously. We'll have to get more for the rest of the week. But Patrouski, how are you going to get more? I have some Nicatas to do as well, which will be nice. Patrouski, how are you going to get more Dittos, man? You're absolutely broke. You're a broke boy, Patrouski. You know what? Wow, that is true. 940,000 Pokeyen. Welp, not broke for long, okay? We've sold off a few more of our investments, as good shunters have done throughout this shiny war, because nothing will stand between me and a chance at victory, okay? I have to leave this war knowing that I did absolutely everything I possibly could have. So let us collect our Pokeyen, see our cash stack go from a measly 900k all the way up to 9.1 million Pokeyen. And that will put us in a good position to hopefully see a rare shiny for the rest of this week. I don't want to see a Zangoose. I don't want to see no more Cryogonals, chat. I can't handle another one mentally, okay? It's got to be a rare shiny, a Rotom, a Porygon, a Charmander, a Trico, some sort of tier 0 or tier 1 shiny. Certainly must come my way. And if it doesn't by the end of the week, and it very well may not, even being 33,000 encounters dry and being extremely dry over the course of the event, I have to know that I tried my best. That's all that matters, okay? Let's go ahead and start trying our freaking best, fellas. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for daily Pokemon MMO videos. Hope you're having a good morning. Good morning. I wanted to know how a new player should be investing their first million Pokeyen after making a gym rerun team. Should it just be flipping/investing in GTL items? I honestly, it's a great question. I honestly wouldn't. If you have 1 million Pokeyen, I wouldn't quite start on investing, like flipping stuff quite yet, right? Or like investing. I would make sure you maybe you already have this. If you already have a gym run team, you might already have this, but like there's tons of utility Pokemon. I even want to do a video coming up on like day 1 things to do, and there's tons of videos I could do, but like catching Breloom, right? You want a catching Breloom, a catching Smeargle, get a PP Max Sweet Scent Pokemon. I can go check, get like some synchronized Pokemon. I can check what I have, right? Get a high level Pikachu to help you discharge Pokemon, right? And kill all the hordes, right? Maybe you want to get yourself some raid Pokemon. Raids should be being released in the next few months. Make sure you're prepared for raids. Get yourself a what's it called? A special attacking Rampardos, so that you can actually effectively XP train at the best XP training spot in the entire game over at Mount Silver. If you don't have access to Mount Silver, maybe invest in completing the Pokedex. Like, it doesn't really need too much Pokeyen, for example, but you could get a Cloyster for trainer reruns. There's so many things to spend your money on in Pokemon. You could buy some competitive Pokemon. Everybody should have like at least one OU team, I think, right? You definitely want to get some competitive Pokemon, even if you don't play PvP. I think it's good to have that, personally. But whether you want to invest in that, what order you want to invest that in is honestly, you know, obviously up to you. That's fair. Everything's up to you. Whatever fits your, you know, bill best. But there's just so much you need, right? High-level Ghost type, high-level synchronized Pokemon and Alakazams. Anything else that I'm forgetting? Damp Parasect. There's just so many different utility Pokemon that you can use in PokeMMO. It truly is endless. You could get a Pickpocket or Thieving Weavile, right, with Frisk. or a frisk, yeah, frisk and a pickpocket one. There's just so much. There's so much you could do. You can start collecting 20. If you're, you know, if you're first mill, I wouldn't start collecting 2012s, but you get the point. Water spell, Blastoise. So there's so many things. So many things. A reactive gas wheezing. If you want to do a Zora with Shunt, etc., etc. There's so many things that you want to invest into your account before investing into, I guess, just investments. Great question. Alrighty, fellas, something I didn't even notice. We actually do have another new HelloFresh sub. So whoever that was out there in the world, thank you so much. But also, I'm a little now I have to spend more of my Pokemon because of you. But you know what? It's for a good cause, okay? But you deserve it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Mysterious Ultra Ball 1 coming up. Mysterious Cherish Ball 1 coming up. We're gonna be popping one of each Mysterious Ball in PokeMMO later. One Pokeball, one Great Ball, one Ultra Ball, one Cherish Ball, and one Premier Ball at the chance of a rare shiny on Shiny Charm on Dono status because of you. Thank you guys for your support this month with HelloFresh. It's been unbelievable. A once-in-a-lifetime streaming opportunity. If you want to support the stream more generously than it's ever been possible, I promise you guys, it's if you want to support me in any way and you ever have wanted to, HelloFresh this month is the best way to ever do it. I'm serious. HelloFresh supports the stream, gets you food. You're basically just buying groceries. But they're shipped directly to your door and you get to pick your meals. I fucking love it. It's also really tasty. Teach you to cook. I really love it. I made HelloFresh for my wife. She adored it. Probably some of the best meals I've ever cooked her, which I'm a little ashamed to say, but you know, not bad, right? Whatever does the trick, right? Number 3, I will open one Mysterious Ball of each type during Shiny Wars on stream for each HelloFresh sub. So if you want to support, link is in the description. However, we have some shunting to do today. I'm going to hatch these last few eggs. I might hatch both these boxes. I'm not sure. We might just go make eggs whenever possible, and we'll pop those Mysterious Balls today on that exact charm. I guess that's a fair point. I haven't talked about ability patches and like how they work and such in a while because they came out. I covered them a ton. I have guides on them, but someone brought them up in chat. And there was this huge thing at the time where it was like, oh, like, everybody should always pick grass starters because then you get like a better ability patch at the end. And I don't agree with that. I think that's a little extreme. Like, I don't think you should pick your starter Pokemon just based on the somewhat extra Pokeyen at the end of the after you complete the Pokedex. Like, it's so far. It's better to just get your favorite starter, get the better starter, complete the region faster, and get to making Pokeyen faster, right? But let's show off the ability. So if you don't know, let's do a quick rundown. The ability patches are essentially items that you can use on starter Pokemon only, and it gives them hidden ability access, right? So water patch on it says here Squirtle, Totodile, Mudkip, Piplup, Oshawott gives you hidden ability on those Pokemon. Same as water, there's fire, there's grass. They only work on starter Pokemon, right? The most expensive one is grass because of things like hidden ability Venusaur. Hidden ability Superior is the big one. Hidden ability Superior is pretty much required for PvP. These have come down a lot in price. Hidden ability grass actually used to be like 1 to 2 mil on release, but obviously they'll continuously go down from now until the rest of time because there's just more alt accounts and more players coming to the game, bringing more of these into the game. So it's not really ever a good investment unless Hidden Ability Superior was really good for like an event or something. That'd be kind of funny. Such interesting, but yeah, other than that, you get these when you complete the Pokedex in a specific region, right? So in the region when you complete the Pokedex, you can go back to the original like professor's lab and go talk to the NPCs in there. There's an NPC in each region, so you get an ability patch for each region based on what starter type you picked. So if you picked Squirtle, you get a water patch. If you picked in Gen 3, if you picked Trico, you get a grass patch there, right? You get different patches, right? But once again, I would not pick your starter based on this. It's just not worth it unless you're playing alt accounts. And if you're playing alt accounts, you probably already know this, but if you like have an alt account that you're only doing to make Pokeyen or like to like be an efficient account or whatever, and you have like a Porygon Z training linked leveled up to like level 20, and it's like EV trained like a Porygon Z, a Cloyster, like you're gonna stomp through this a Gyarados, like a Crocodile, you're gonna stomp through this region, right? And you're not even going to use your starter, at that point, honestly, it is kind of smart to go ahead and pick these up just in case. But even then, a lot of people don't complete Pokedexes on alt accounts. That's a lot of work. Most people don't do it. Which makes sense. Like, it's not really worth the effort unless you really want to do a ton of XP grinding at Mount Silver on your alt. So it's kind of a very specific situation, but it's something to keep in mind, I guess, if you're going to make an alt account and go that far. It's up to you. It's something to keep in mind. Little min max. It's not the most important thing in the world, but little min max. Can you link that catch to me, Matismo? The odds of that are actually kind of insane. I found so Matismo in chat said, I found a shiny Duskull on Friday the 13th this year, which is also happened to be my birthday. Dude, congratulations. That's really, 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 really cool. Huge congrats, man. That's a big flex. Honestly, speaking of, like, I'm excited to do, like, it sounds cheesy, and it is, but, like, I'm excited to do, like, holiday-themed shunts coming up. I will probably shunt for Duskull during Halloween. I feel like it's very cute. It makes me happy. Just kind of, like, doing those themes based around the holidays. Maybe I'll go for something like a Delibird. I could do it for Delibird for Christmas, for example. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun and very, very wholesome and cute. This is actually kind of gross. I did around 184,000 encounters just at Cryogonal. During Shiny War. Around, I did some in other spots during that month as well, but just at Cryogonal Cubchoo spot, I did 184,000 encounters, and I left that spot with 3 shinies, 1 Cryogonal, 2 Cubchoo, when I should have gotten on average 6. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how much this is kind of copium and kind of not fair to those who have worked super hard, so take this with a grain of salt, but it is crazy how much Cryogonal weighted the war, and I think it needs to be talked about and said, and it has to a decent extent, and I'm sure this mistake won't happen in the future. It was just a one-time thing. We had to learn about the first ever Shiny War. We had to make some mistakes, crack a few eggs along the way. But it is crazy. If you got like 10 Cryogonals during that month, if you got 6 Cryogonals, 8, you know, but like you are in such a, it's such an advantage. It's such a, and obviously, even like as you can see with my encounters, I should have gotten 6 shinies on average, and I only got 3. But even if I got, you know, 6, I guess 6 Cryogonals would have been a lot. But like on average, maybe I should have gotten like 2 Cryogonal and 4 Cubchoo, and that would have been pretty good, but that would have been that crazy. There were people, once again, who I said who got like 10 Cryogonals, 8 Cryogonals, and you know what? Those guys put in more hours. They put in more encounters than me, as you can tell mathematically, right? I'm sure they got lucky to some extent, but they also worked harder, so it's deserved, right? It's a big mixture for sure, and hopefully it evens out over 2 months. But the problem, man, the problem is RNG should even out over 2 months. And I guess if everybody's doing the same thing, it also helps as well. But a full month at Cryogonal was just crazy, you know? A full month was wild. Apparently there is a swarm over in Porygon. We're going to head over there right now and go check it. We're mostly just hatching eggs. Oh, it's right next to me. That's perfect. Honestly, we could quick ball these as well. These are worth a fair bit of Poke-Yen, so I'll try to quick ball them if possible. Alrighty, fellas, though. I think it's about that time, okay? I think it's about that time to end the stream. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to buy a shiny charm, okay? We're going to buy a shiny charm, and we're going to get to making some rare shinies, making some eggs. If you've never seen this before, this is what it looks like. I go ahead and I get my inventory prepped up. Should I start with some... Should we do a few alpha breeds? I have the Poke-Yen now, since we, sold a bunch of investments. Let's do it. Let's do it. Not too many, you know, like 4 alpha breeds, essentially. But let's start off with that. I like doing a few alpha breeds just for that rare chance. Just for that rare chance. Dude, the server lag from this alpha spawn is pretty crazy. Like, dude, it's just a lick, you guys. Calm down. Look at this. I'm like, I never lagged like this. I'm at 15 FPS. Like, I have not that I have the best computer, but like a GTX 3050 and such. Like, this is pretty wild. Let me go ahead and actually, I'm gonna do this so we can properly, like, we can't even see where the alpha is at, but here now we can see it. Okay, we're gonna head down here. This is how we're gonna pop. Okay, so we're gonna pop our shiny charm from here, since there is an alpha. So I can go ahead and actually get ready to, I need to invite people. I almost forgot to invite people. So we're going to invite people from Team Mister, get a link going, and then I'll pop the charm, alpha check the Pokemon, and then go back to breed these alphas, hopefully for a Shalphas. So we'll have 6 rolls. I guess 7 with the Premier Ball. 7 rolls for a Shalpha on this shiny, on this charm. The mid-month season change is weird. It was spring before. Was there actually a mid-month season change? I didn't even notice that. Is that true? I'm getting so much... Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna... okay. What is happening? Are you guys watching this lag? Maybe I shouldn't egg right now. Or I need to like log out and log back in and try to switch servers. I'm gonna press the bite button now. Okay, there it worked. Okay, but it was like a 5-second delay earlier. That was crazy. I'm gonna press the bite button now. Wait, I pressed bite. Okay, I just didn't. Okay. There is some crazy server lag happening. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty wild. Someone said there was a 1900 player queue. Look at this lag even leaving this room. Someone said there was a 1900 person queue. to get in for an alpha licky. Like it's not that serious. Lick a tongue. It's been a long war. Not just for me, but for everybody. For people like Karoshi, who are 350,000 encounters dry. For people like Louis Official, who went 270k dry. My shiny luck has been not great, okay? It really hasn't. With an average, encounters of like 60,000 encounters per shiny Pokemon, with over 200,000 to 300,000 encounters, I've only seen around 5 shinies or so. However, some people have had it worse than me. Now, I may not deserve this shiny Lickitung, okay? But I've still worked pretty hard, and I still want it, okay? So we're going to hope for the best, and we're going to try to do our best, and we're going to try to get a Shalphas Pokemon or some sort of rare to help us win shiny wars. Good luck to everybody shunting. 3, 2, 1. We pop the charm. We check the Lickitung, the beast of a shiny, which is not a Shalphas. That is okay. We run, we head back to the route, and we start breeding. Just kidding. First, we quick ball the alpha Lickitung. That has gotta be a good sign. That has to be good luck. That must mean that luck. Honestly, the stats are also in good locations. That has gotta be a good sign for this hour of charm, fellas. We are no longer in the stages of copium. We are in the stages of hopium. Okay? The good stages. Hopium means that there is hope. It means that there is a true, genuine chance of a shiny. Copium is what you do when you've been coping for so long and you want there to be a shiny, but you know there's not going to be. We are in the positive stages. Hopium beats out copium every time. The first time I ever brought up hopium is the day I got my shiny Cranidos. Will we see it again today? Hopium. This is a good question. Someone said, why was that alpha Lickitung so low level? It was level 47 for me. The reason why was because my party was very low level. I only had my shiny Shuckle on me, and that was pretty much it, right? I guess in like some alphas or whatever, right? Some other things to breed or whatever. So the level of the alphas scales based on the level of your party. So if you're a newer player and you like run into an alpha Pokemon during the storyline, you can actually catch it. It'll be really difficult not having the proper catching Pokemon, Spore, etc. Hopefully try to get some timer balls or just like stall turns or whatever. It'll be very difficult, but people playing the storyline can try to catch alphas, and it'll be a really nice little bump to the Pokeyen during the storyline, honestly. Like an extra at least 40k. That Lickitung's probably 50 to 80k, which is really nice, honestly, so it's pretty solid. This is actually a really good question, and it's difficult to answer. It really depends on a lot of factors, but someone said, how much money do I always need to have on standby? It is really smart to always have some amount of capital, right? Good examples are when there's a flip opportunity. There are times where like someone underlists something, right? Like that electric storm, right? Now that E-Storm was a bit different. You need like 150 mil pure cash for that, which not many people are gonna be able to have that, right? But there's shinies like it really depends on what part of the game you're at. Like, what do you do? How much do you flip? Like, what game activities do you do? What do you need Pokeyen for? What do you spend it on, etc., etc.? The amount of capital that people want to have liquid is going to be dependent. Like, I think if you're an end game player, you want to have at least 10 mil. Cough, cough. Me, check W. I'm clearly a mid game player now. I'm just broke because Shiny Wars is obviously Shiny Wars is kind of a decent example, right? So Shiny Wars dropped out of the blue. We didn't expect it to happen. We didn't know it was going to happen. All of a sudden, this event pops up, and you only have 2 weeks to prepare for it, right? So all of a sudden, it's like, okay, well now if you have Pokeyen sitting around, now it's like, oh shit, this is a massive advantage. Capital and Pokeyen equals opportunity, right? Like the more you have sitting around, but you don't want too much Pokeyen sitting around because then it's not doing anything. Then you're not making more money, right? So I think I try to stick to around 10 mil. I think I personally keep around 10 mil cash. And I put everything else into investments, into anniversary chests, into sealed product, into cosmetics. Like, you don't want to have... It depends. It depends on what level of play you're at. I know a lot of endgame players who have 50 mil to 100 mil, cash, which is pretty base, and, more power to if you want to do that. I wouldn't recommend that to the average player, but you can do that for sure. The average player, maybe you probably want to keep not average, but like 3 mil. If you want to be like a medium tier player, I think staying above 3 mil at all times is a good place because that allows you to do like a one shiny flip. Like that means if someone underlists the shiny or whatever, you need to like snipe something. You can snipe a lot of things with 3 mil. I think that gives you that opportunity, and it also gives you enough Pokeyen to like buy certain Pokemon if the Halloween event comes up, and let's say you need this very specific I don't know, Hydreigon, right? And you didn't prepare that, you didn't know that, and blah, blah, and like all of a sudden, well, now that's like a 1 million Pokeyen Pokemon. You can buy that Pokemon and still participate in the Halloween event because you had that safety net, because you prepared, right? So I think intermediate players having around 3 mil cash at all times at least is ideal. And then everything else you want to put into investments. End game, maybe 10 mil. If you have 1 mil cash as a new player, you're doing a very good job. I think that's very, very impressive. New player being like someone with like either just finished the 5 storylines or is kind of like midway through or close to that. So it's definitely dependent on what your goals are for and what type of player you are. Absolutely. But hopefully that answers it clears things up a little bit. This is a good question. Pat, serious question. What's a small update and what is a major update you'd like to come to PokeMMO? I mean, there's kind of boring answers. The major update, kind of boring. Just raids. I like, even though I've said in the past, I don't personally care that much about raids. I don't need a piece of PVM content. Raids coming out isn't going to affect my playstyle very much. If anything, I'll mostly be doing raids for content, right? But the community wants raids, and the community wants a cooperative PVM activity, and that is more important than what I want, right? Like I want people to enjoy the game, and I want the game to thrive. So whatever the community wants the most is what I care about. So raids would still be my first pick for major update. And then minor update, this is kind of minor but also kind of major. This is arguable. I've said it once, I'll say it again. RU and PU, I would love to see more tiers be added to PokeMMO. It's kind of crazy the amount of Pokemon that we have without extra tiers. Extra tiers make it so that different Pokemon would be viable in those lower tiers. We'd see things like Girafarid have a place in RU or PU, you know? There's a lot of very cool Pokemon that don't get a chance to shine because they just get monstrously outshined by other Pokemon in the tier, and there's not a reason to use them, right? So I'd love to see RU/PU get added to PvP. Anyways, we finished that hour of eggs, fellas. Let's go ahead and count how many eggs I was actually able to make. I did pause for a sec to go get the puppy a blankie, so we're gonna blame that on my bad mechanics and lack of eggs made in the hour. All right, 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90, so it's 180, right? 210, 240, 270, 300, 3. Oh my god, we also checked the alpha. We did a few things. I made very bad eggs in that hour. Oh my goodness. Did I get to 330 or was it just 300? Now I kind of forget. One sec. I didn't even do 330 in this batch, fellas. I'm not gonna lie. And I forgot the mysterious balls. I'm gonna have to do a new hour. We're gonna have to do another hour today, fellas. That actually is crazy. Oh, that's actually crazy. I'll probably pop another charm like now, honestly. Just get it out of the way. Here, we'll just pop another charm. We'll just go back to back, fellas. We simply do the back to back, okay? So what we'll do is we'll make as many eggs as possible. I'll buy some more Dittos really quick, actually, while I hatch these 5 Shalphas. True, all 5 will be Shalphas. I'll buy some more Dittos, and then I will do Ninkatas on the rest of my charm. Yeah, our total eggs made in that hour was 321, though, so we'll go ahead and add that. So 321 plus 380, making our new encounter counter 33,701. It's not a ton, but hey, man, it's honest work, okay? I feel like, we're talking about the distortion world in Sinnoh during the storyline. I feel like there is a really big glitch in the Sinnoh storyline in the distortion world. This happened to my wife as well, and she literally quit PokeMMO for like months because of this, like maybe a year. And when she came back to the game, I had to like pull up a Sinnoh guide and like help walk her through it, because what happened is in the distortion world, if you like die, or I don't know what triggers it exactly, but in the distortion world, the like lake spirits like Mesprit and Uxie and whatever, they'll like disappear, and they're supposed to be in there to show you where to like strength push these boulders. So like without them, you genuinely just don't know what to do. Like without them, their sprites there, it makes no sense. There's no way. You have to like randomly, you would never beat it. Like you have to like follow a guide. That's a massive storyline glitch that I've seen multiple people in chat say they had the same problem, that I think it genuinely makes people like quit Sinnoh or quit PokeMMO, or like at least drop it for a few months. Like that is a frustrating experience. If there's any like storyline glitches in PokeMMO that prevent players or make it very difficult to complete the storylines, that's the quickest way to lose new players. Like, what are we doing? That's got to be fixed. That's got to be like a massive priority. I feel like that is really, really rough. I'm seeing a lot of people have that experience. Are secret Shalphas a thing? Yeah, secret Shalphas are a thing, but they're obviously just very, very rare. 1 out of 16 wild Shalphas obviously have a chance of being a secret Shalpha, right? And it's important to think like those have to be wild encountered. A lot of Shalphas, probably most Shalphas, are bred into the game. Like obviously you have that random 1 out of 30k chance when catching an alpha, right? Normal alpha, but like most people, if you want to hunt for a Shalpha, you egg for it, you breed for it, right? That's the most efficient way. But I guess fun fact, there was a time period where secret shiny, I believe it was secret shiny alpha Kanto starters weren't possible. Like it literally wasn't possible to get them. Is that what I'm thinking of? And I forget why. Was it because there was no monster egg group alpha released yet? Like back when alphas were released, I don't think maybe there wasn't an alpha one yet or something like that. I forget there was some reason why secret shiny alpha Kanto starters like weren't possible. I'm trying to think why. I think it's because there was no egg group, like was no like monster egg group alpha released yet, so there just wasn't a breeding partner for them, which is kind of crazy. So for a short period, it wasn't possible to have Kanto alpha secret shinies. Like they didn't exist. It wasn't a physically possible thing. Okay, I think I'm already like boxed and ready for batch number 2. And honestly, I have more breeds to do than I realized. Like this is like not really a box, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's honestly already more than I expected. That's actually so sick. So, okay. We'll go ahead and grab our shiny Shuckle, I guess, again, for good luck. For extra good luck. We'll grab these Pokemon. We'll get our charm filled up, and we'll do another hour of eggs. We'll make sure... You know what we'll do? You know what, chat? So I don't forget, we'll pop the Mysterious Balls to start the charm, okay? We will pop the Mysterious Balls first, okay? And we'll also... do whatever leftover time we have. We should have some leftover time on charm. All leftover time will be spent evolving in Inkatas, going for shiny Shedinja. So we'll see, man. Can we get a rare shiny this hour? It's very possible. We'll see with the low rate for Mysterious Balls. We are once again at the doorstep of greatness. This is where it is possible. This is where this one moment could separate the difference between winning and losing or placing in Shiny Wars in PokeMMO. I need to buy a shiny charm because I forgot, but we're gonna pick that up. We're gonna open Mysterious Balls, one of each variety in PokeMMO, and if we can see a Shalpha from these or any sort of rare shiny, it will change the course of history. This is the first ever official shiny war in PokeMMO. The first time that shiny hunting has ever been respected and truly acknowledged by the devs. Let's give them something. Let's give them a reason to continue these on annually and give them a reason to respect shiny hunting. Let's go, fellas. Let us open one mysterious Pokeball first. A normal Snover, not shiny. Then a Great Ball. A Chingling. Next, an Ultra Ball. Lowers my shiny rate to about 1 out of 2,000. We see a Sawsbuck. We see a Cherish Ball. A Shelgon. That would have been amazing to see as a shiny. And then finally... a Premier Ball worth about 1 million Poke Yen. I'm running out of them. There's a Beartic. No shinies, I believe, were gotten. I believe that was no shinies, fellas. But it could be in the eggs. Let's put one in the eggs, okay? Let's get to breeding. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, that is super funny. Someone was saying... So Jimmy Run was talking about in chat that this year, we don't know what they're going to do with particle effects because... Let's try to find like a Pokemon with a bunch or whatever. They're out of space on the particle like tab, right? So a Pokemon with, I can't find any or whatever, a Pokemon with like a bunch of particle effects, if you have all of the particle effects in the game on a Pokemon, there's actually no more space. They're either gonna have to like make them smaller. They're gonna have to, see, so this one's like this one, whatever. They're either gonna have to make them smaller or make it scrollable. Because if you have all particle effects in the game on one Pokemon, it's full. You have no more space. That's really interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do. It'll be really funny to see what they do with that and how they solve that problem. I have no idea. That'll be interesting to see. That's a good question. All right, these 2 Rotoms, I believe, should be the very last eggs that I make. I think these are it. These are the last few eggs. Yep, I'm gonna actually move these over to my cell box while I'm here. These were from the mysterious balls that I opened, which I opened, what, 5 of, I believe? 5 or 6. These are the last 2 breeds. After these, I'm actually about to kick everybody that is on my charm off my charm just for the last 5 minutes or so, because that's the strat that you have to do. I'll actually put the Peepo Jam up preemptively because I'll be doing a few Ninkadas. If you aren't familiar, basically, how you shiny hunt Shedinja is by getting 30 Ninkadas in a box, and you want to get 3 at a time, okay? Let me actually put my chuckle away. You want to get 3... You want nothing else in your party. You want to get 3 Ninkata at a time, and you want to use experience candies on them to level them up with 3 other spaces in your party with Pokeballs in your bag. And essentially, you'll get this little... You'll get Ninkata evolve into Ninjask. He'll split off into Shedinja, and there's a 1 out of 30,000 chance of that Shedinja being shiny. In PokeMMO, evolving a shiny Ninkata does not equal a guaranteed shiny Ninjask. Or sorry, a shiny... It does it for shiny Ninjask, not a guaranteed shiny Shedinja. If that was the case, you could actually get infinite shinies in PokeMMO by essentially breeding down your Ninkata into a... Or Ninjask into a Ninkata. Sorry, there's so many Nins. And then, you know... You'd basically get infinite shiny Shedinja. But if you do this, if you log out on the evolution screen once you reach the part where once the cancel goes away, if the cancel is here, it doesn't matter. But once the cancel, once it goes away, once it poofs up, right about, you can see the cancel button here. Once it reaches there, you want to log out, log back in, and it skips so much animations. It skips all the relearning of certain moves. This is honestly a good update for anybody looking forward to PokeForce. I think it was rumored for a little bit that it was possible that they were trying, I think they were trying to aim for an end-of-year release date at some point in 2024, but it is confirmed it's not happening anymore. I think it's getting pushed back because they had to like recode the entire game in Godot, and just, you run into a lot more problems than you realize whenever you're a game dev. You run into more bugs than you'd expect, etc., etc. And I mean, thankfully, they're taking their time. They're making the best game possible. And they, they found a lot of those bugs due to the private beta tests and due to that open, alpha, pre-alpha, I guess, demo that they did over the summer, which is amazing. So this is from Oceans, who is on the PokeForce staff team. Almost certainly not this year. However, getting released, we are aiming for another demo this year. I've seen them kind of tease at the idea of a Halloween demo for PokeForce, so I would love to see something like that. We'll just have to wait and see, but that would be super, super cool. Once again, from that PokeForce team member, we switched from libgdx to Godot, entire core code switched, and then had to learn how to use Godot, etc., etc. Yeah, it makes sense why it ended up getting delayed. Right, here is the last Shedinja encounter. I think it was just barely achieved on that shiny charm, but I might have missed it as well, but that's okay. We did the best we possibly could. Let's go over what we achieved within that hour. It's looking like no shiny Shedinja, which obviously makes sense. We didn't actually do that many. We'll go ahead and pop our Chandelure over in our party, as well as get 5 eggs on us. Let's do 5 eggs from the eggs that we've already counted. That'll make it easier to track. I always try to group eggs, yeah, like this, like in little... Actually, I guess this is from the new batch, actually. I like to group eggs like this if I've already counted them. And then if I haven't counted them, they'll look more like this, where they're unorganized. So we'll count that as like 30, for example. But let's do our Shedinjas first as well. So 1... looks like 10 here, 12. So we did 12 Shedinja encounters, nothing crazy, but we'll start with that. And then we'll do 30. That's already been counted. 30. Scrolling through. 60. This was new, I believe, but we'll count that in a sec. 90. 120. 150. 180. 210. 240, it seems like. About what we did. That makes sense. So 240, we'll get our calculator up. I like to do these encounters on stream and shit because I want to show you guys every encounter that I do every step of the way. So we do 240 plus the 12 Shedinjas plus whatever eggs are, which is 8. So we'll do plus 8, which will give us 260 encounters flat. A pretty slow hour, but I also got distracted by something. So we'll do 260 plus 702. We're not quite, man. I was really hoping to reach 34,000 encounters this stream. We're about 40 encounters off. Maybe we'll do some eggs on someone else's charm for some fun. That's possible. But right now we are at 33,962. We have so many eggs prepared now, fellas. Look at this. In terms of eggs, we still have to hatch 30, 60, not well, more than that, I guess, because this is like a few more, whatever. This is, what is it, 5 extra or whatever, but 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90, 180, right? 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, 360, or I guess, okay, we'll add the 5 extra over there, but sure, that'll still give us 360 essentially. 390, 420, 450, 480, 510, 540. I'm bad at math. We have 540 plus 8 over here, plus these 5. We're at over like 550 eggs made today and still to hatch, which is really, really exciting. Now we can just sit and hopefully do all these counters and just cross our fingers for the rare shiny. All right, today, fellas, we have the privilege of helping Dart evolve his shiny Geodude. Dude, nice shiny. Just missing the speed, obviously. Maybe it's Brave. Maybe it's a... You're gonna run in Trick Room. This is honestly really beautiful shiny. I assume you'll be using this for PvP. So what I'm gonna do, evolve it on your stream. Are you sure? Normally what I would do especially for a shiny trade evo is I would cancel the evolution, trade it back to you, and let you see the evolution for your shiny. Are you sure you want to see it on stream? Do it? Okay. I will show it then. It's cool to... I love shiny Graveler. Shiny Graveler is my favorite out of this evo line, but the fact that this one's so competitive, I just realized you wild caught this competitive. That's insane. Because yeah, this is like, oh my god, dude. Obviously the only thing it's missing is speed, but like you could just, that's wild caught it competitive is wild. Congratulations, dude. Thanks for letting me see it on stream. Congratulations. Amazing shiny. Super cool to see competitive. That is so sick, dude. Yeah, wild caught comp. That is so crazy. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Oh my god, he has the whole family. The dude, the Geodude, Orange Rock God. Let me see the stats. Where have you gotten these all at? Route 45? Is this while shiny hunting? What is it? What have you been going for? Like legendaries, maybe? Like during, like, this is Johto, Route 45? That's crazy, man. Congratulations. Having the whole family. I love having a full shiny Evo line. I think that is such a cool flex. Route 45 all single cut. Yeah, that's so sick, dude. Congratulations. That's really, really cool to see. That's beautiful, man. Okay, we joined the shiny charm just for the Alpha Corsola. If we get a shiny, we give Zeffy the biggest kiss. Just kidding. Sorry, Zeffy. I did just realize, I don't know how this happened or how this is possible. I'm going to be like a few days not on charm for the last bit of Shiny Wars. I might have to buy a 7-day dono or just like, I don't know, or just kind of suck it up and be okay with that. That might honestly be like based on the position my team is in. I feel like I might just chill. I'm not sure. I don't know how hard my team is going at the moment. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we're kind of chilling down a bit, which is understandable. I think that there is currently no chance for my shiny team to get first place. I think, unfortunately, right? That's the so it's a week left. A lot of people are kind of making those realizations / already have a while ago and a little too early, unfortunately. But however, that's just my team. That's Execute Order 66. There is a team within Team Mr. and some non-Team Mr. members. Recently, I keep referring to, this is my mistake, and I want to correct this. I've been referring to Spheal Team 6 as like a Team Mr. team. And there is like 20 players, like 20 to 25 out of the 30 are in Team Mr. I think it's like, you know, a majority Team Mr. But there are a few players who aren't. So it's not just the Team Mr. team. And there are a lot of people not in Team Mr. Like 5 to 10 or whatever, putting in a shit ton of work and doing a lot of grinding who like deserve that respect as well. So really it is Spheal Team 6 working towards and winning Shiny Wars. A lot of Team Mr. members are working very hard and like a huge part of that team, but some other Shunters as well that deserve the respect of not just being called, you know, just a Team Mr. team or whatever. So it's really cool to see. I'll have to double check, but yeah, Spheal Team 6 has a legitimate chance of winning Shiny Wars. So at least a large part of Team Mr. could win, and that is something that I'm very excited for. I'm very proud of them. I'm just hoping for. That's all I care about is some, not Team Mr. team, but some team that has a majority Team Mr. members. I hope that one of these teams wins, and I think Spheal Team 6 is looking really, really good right now. Don't worry, Pat. There's 10 shinies in those eggs. There's still a chance. I guess that is the one way that we would win. If I got like 4 egg shinies in these eggs, that'd be 120 points. That might give us a chance, honestly. That would be a ridiculous amount. Yeah, at the end of the day, like win or lose shiny wars, for me, all I care about is getting cool shinies and having cool stream experiences, which has been a lot of wars and been so amazing. Now, I am really hoping to see 1 rare. That's, I think so much of my shiny wars being considered a success or not is going to come down to whether or not I can get 1 rare before the end of war. If I could get 1 rare, it would make everything like beyond worth it. Like every second, every hour, every minute spent shunting, every minute spent prepping, preparing, talking to chat, strategizing, discussing, not hanging out with friends, like making all these decisions to specifically promote my shunting, like it would make everything worth it. Everything would be beyond worth it if I could just see 1 rare before the end of war. I believe I've put in enough encounters to be warranted of that, but we'll have to see what Arceus thinks. A really embarrassing thing to say is that I was really banking on and planning on selling my mysterious Premier Balls to recoup my losses over Shiny Wars, and it turns out I've just had to open them because you guys are being so amazing and supporting me via HelloFresh. If I get more than 2 more HelloFresh subs, I'm gonna have to start buying mysterious premieres. And these were supposed to be, this was like my Roth IRA of PokeMMO. This was like my backbone, like my fucking final straw. And I'm gambling my Roth IRA away essentially in PokeMMO. Actually true and real. Many people ask me, hey Patrouski, how do you pet sit and dog sit when you're allergic to dogs? You know what? I get itchy, I get little bumps, and you know what I do? I simply wash my hands and shower because dogs are so fucking cute. They're so amazing that they're worth it. I don't care if I'm allergic. I simply grow up. And I simply pet sit. Easy peasy. Hey Pat, new question. This is a great question, honestly, and there should be a solution for it in game. How do I check vanities other players are wearing in game? I always see sick vanities, but end up having to guess their names on the GTL. I wish that there was some sort of like grand vanity guide or maybe like a forum post. I've made a bunch of videos like showing like top 10 budget vanities for like drip. I've made like certain videos showing off certain vanities, but like I wish you could right click someone and like inspect them, right? And like see what vanities they're wearing, but you can't in PokeMMO, unfortunately. Honestly, your best hope is to just right click and whisper that person and say like, hey, like what vanity is that? That's probably hilariously your best bet. But I wish there was a better way. That is a great question, not a noob question at all, because that should have some sort of answer to it. But there's nothing in game that allows for that. Yeah, just send that player a whisper and most will link it to you or tell you about it. I think one of the coolest things in MMOs is seeing a like high level player with like super sick drip or like a super rare shiny and being like, oh my god, like, hey, I'm a new player, like how do you get that? Like that's so cool, right? What if I go here, let me go try to do that right now. Here, this guy has the like Magikarp hat, right, which is like kind of rare, and he has a shiny carp. I'm gonna whisper him right now and say, hey, that hat is so cool, how do you get it? And I'm gonna see if open a whisper window here. Perfect. And I'll see if he responds. A lot of people probably don't even know that whisper window is a thing, which is funny. You can actually bring up little PMs, like private messages via a whisper window. Have a little chat on screen, which is cool. So I don't know how this. That's kind of, I don't use this enough. This is honestly kind of good for stream purposes. Look, okay, look, Chinese New Year event, Red Dragon Body. It's seasonal. So yeah, now I can just click on it. Now I can say, thank you so much, Pog. That's cool. Wholesome interaction. I simply asked. Very cool, very poggers. Yeah, for those who don't know, so AK Carpenter, the guy who has the hat I was whispering him about, he was jumping a second ago. If you don't know, there is an item called the Jump Stone that is only available during April Fools, but they've only done the April Fools event. It's like basically just use the stone or whatever. They've only done it for like a few, like 1 to 2 or 3 years, right? So you actually haven't been able to get the Jumpstone for a while now, unfortunately. I'm really hoping they bring it back at some point because I don't have it either. I would love to get it if it's like a seasonal thing, but yeah, those who have the Jumpstone right now have it, and those who don't. So we'll see. If they want to keep it exclusive, I mean, I'm also fine with that, right? Like I also don't have a lot of untradeable vanities. I think there's like the The hockey mask is like an untradeable vanity from defeating the pumpkin boss way back in like 2016 or something like that. And that vanity is amazing. I don't have that, unfortunately. You definitely just miss out. It is really important to I guess, remind players, one of the biggest reasons you want to, there's the jump if you guys saw it. One of the big reasons you want to be able to make sure you're able to kill the pumpkin boss, and in each holiday event boss, is you will get a limited time untradeable vanity that will only ever be available for that year, right? So defeating the boss of each event at least once is very important in my personal opinion. I'd rather be safe than sorry if the item is very cool, right? You're telling me there's a Fortnite burger hat in PokeMMO and I don't have it? Bro, I'm gonna have to get this at some point. Is that a gift shop vanity? Is that what that is? It would stand out so... Yeah. It's just 500 RP. I should buy this. This is kind of amazing. I kind of love that. Oh, shit. That's so cute. We randomly stumbled into this. Do you know what this is, chat? I've heard about these. I think this is a Spanish auction. This is so cute. I actually love this. So, this is so cute. There's like this community in PokeMMO that does like... They don't like sell it on the GTL. They like gather a bunch of people at like an upstairs PC. I was just hatching my eggs here. I didn't even notice. We're at Vermilion City Channel 1 upstairs. And they're doing an auction. So people are like betting. Or not betting, like making their like offers or whatever, right? On this Corsola. How much is this Corsola? Like, that's so cute. How much is this Corsola worth? Can I bet? If I don't speak the language, is there a language barrier? Can I still buy stuff? What's the word? Why can't I make what's the correct word for like spending, offering at an auction order? I don't know. Water A, water C, alpha. It's not bet. Bet isn't. Oh, bid. Thank you. Yeah, bid. Like, this is worth like 90k and it's currently going for like 35. Like, you can actually, like, yeah, this is currently being auctioned for like 35k and it's worth like 90k. You can actually find like really good deals at like Spanish auctions. It's very funny. I'm sure there's other auctions as well, but I've just heard about the famous Spanish auctions, which are a good meme. Should I bid? I don't know if I should bid. I don't know if it's BM. Someone said 40k. They're bidding on this. This is cute though. It's really cool to see. Okay, good luck with the auction. Very cool stuff. I have to peace out, fellas. With me leaving the auction, it's also gonna be me leaving the stream. I am sorry, but it's been a good 6 hours as per usual. That's my progress towards Shiny Wars. Tomorrow, I'll be hatching a lot more of these eggs. Maybe making another batch on stream. We'll have to see. Hopefully, getting just one rare shiny. We have about 6 days left or so of Shiny Wars. I just want to see one rare before the end of it. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like the stream if you enjoyed it. It really does help out so much. Dislike if you didn't. Follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Friday at the moment during the rest of Shiny Wars, which is almost over. If you want to see the finale of the whole Wars, all the effort, all the 600 to 800 hours put into it, come check out this week. Discord down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal/Venmo donations, and most importantly this month, HelloFresh really is the best way to go above and beyond and support. If you want to support the stream very, very generously, what's the second? I already forgot the... Oh my god, we're so quick from Shiny Wars. Support the stream. Get food. You guys get dope food. You get groceries. You get fresh ingredients, fresh meals delivered straight to your door. And then thirdly, I will open one mysterious ball of each type in PokeMMO per new HelloFresh sub. One mysterious Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Cherish Ball, and Premier Ball. It's like 1.5 million, 1.3 million Pokeyen of content. That's it for me. I will see you guys later. Good luck in PokeMMO. Enjoy your journey. Have fun. And good luck on your shunts, your EV training, your XP training, whatever you're doing in game. Good luck. Have fun. And enjoy your day. Hey, thanks so much for watching until the very end of the video. That really means the world to me. And it means even more worlds to me if you go above and beyond and support my content financially like all of these lovely people have done. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.